Welcome to today's class, day 17. So we're going to be looking at using the breath to deepen the poses. We're just going to do a few poses, but primarily using the breath to do so. We're going to need a few blankets, bolster, 2 blocks, and a strap. We're going to start off in the supported corpse pose, have a lengthened bolster, and then head support. I've built up the head support because my bolster is not long enough. Sitting in front of the bolster, going to first cross the legs, take the hands in line with the hips, and then gently pressurizing the palms into the floor. Just find a nice length, nice upright length with the spine. Drop the shoulders down, take the chest forward, and then lengthen the head on top of the chest. You're going to slowly come down, lengthening the spine as you come to lie down on the support. And then uncross the legs and straighten the knees. Have the feet about hip width apart and let the feet drop out sideways. Make sure the hips and shoulders are level, nice and evenly placed on either side, and then rotate the arms so that the backs of the hands rest on the floor. Make sure that the chin is below the eyes. So we want a nice support for the head. And then looking towards your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. So the breath comes through the nose, down to the base of the spine, fills up from the bottom, right to the tops of the lungs. When you breathe out, keep that expansion in the chest and release the breath back down. The other thing that we want is at the beginning of the in-breath, the abdomen drops down and we contain the bottom front ribs. And then we breathe right to the tops of the lungs and then breathe out, keeping the chest expanded. So with this expansion of the chest walls become almost like a basket, allowing the diaphragm to move up and down very efficiently. Just take a few breaths. Cement this nice opening, the lengthening in the spine, that opening in the chest, into your proprioceptive awareness, because we're going to use this awareness in the poses. And then bend the knees one at a time, roll to the side and come up. And now we're going to do the Setubhanda pose, taking this a notch further. So take your blocks to the wall, hip width apart. You can have another bolster or more blankets. And then we're going to come to lie over the support. So placing your feet on the blocks, keep them slightly bent for now, and then come down. And then once the shoulders and the back of the head are on the floor, then straighten the legs. Now the bolsters are cutting into the lower back ribs, and this creates a huge opening in the chest. Now use your elbows to move the arms away from the shoulders. Rotate the backs of the hands to the floor. Palms face the ceiling. And again, the breath goes down to the base of the spine and then expands the very top of the chest, moves towards the throat, and the throat drops down and the chin goes towards the chest. So there's that deepening within the throat. There's a natural constriction there, And we keep that constriction, but we don't add to it by any muscular tension. So relax all the muscles in the neck. Again, the gaze of the eyes towards the chest. Feel the back of the shoulders heavy to the floor. The chest nice and lifted. And then when you breathe out, keep that lift in the chest. Again, the diaphragm now moving very easily. Allow that efficient breath to help calm the body down. Nice, even, soft breathing. And then bend the knees one at a time. Slowly roll off the support and then come up. So that expansion that we felt in the chest, we want to bring this now into the downward dog pose. And for that, I'm going to use a bolster and 2 blocks. This is just to add a bit of height to the downward dog. If you're very good at the downward dog position, then you can just do it to the floor. So the blocks are shoulder width apart, and we place the hands on the blocks, spread the fingers, that middle finger forward, have the knees underneath the hips, tuck the toes under, breathe in, and as you breathe out, come to your downward dog position. Keep the knees bent for now. We're going to reach the arms forward. And again, draw the breath down to the base of the spine. Well, in this case, up. So it goes towards the base of the spine and then fills up. Keeping the bottom ribs contained, fill the breath right to the tops of the lungs. And expand the chest. When you breathe out, keep that expansion. Reach those arms forward. And then you can start keeping that nice expanded chest and watching not to bow the back. You can start straightening the legs. Again, the abdomen lifts up towards the spine to contain those bottom ribs at the beginning of the in-breath. And we expand all the way to the very tops of the lungs. So in the previous pose, very easy to do. In this pose, we need to engage a little bit more. Draw the feet down, lift the sitting bones up, draw the thighs away from the hips backwards. Really expand the chest. And then slowly release, bend the knees, bring the big toes together, the knees apart. Take the hips towards the heels, reach the arms forward. Nice, even breathing. Again, watch that the abdomen now doesn't just plop downwards. It must draw slightly up, especially the bottom front ribs. And then expand to the very tops of the lungs. Broaden the collarbones. Allow the back muscles to release. And especially on that out breath, keep the chest expanded. Okie dokie. And then release and come up. We're now going to do the half moon standing pose, Ardha Chandrasana. You need a block for that. If your balance isn't that good, you can do it to the wall. Going to place the right foot in line with the outer edges of the mat going to the side. And then the block is about a 1.5 foot length away from the right foot and in line with a little pinky toe. And then bending both knees, take the right hand onto the block, take the left hand onto the sacrum. Looking down, press evenly the right hand and the right foot. And then see that your balance is there. And then lift the left leg, lift the left arm into the half moon pose. Now again, we want to press that right foot. And then on that in-breath, draw that right leg into the hip socket, draw the left leg into the socket, and then lengthen the spine and broaden the chest. You really want to feel that length, just looking straight ahead. Broaden the chest, keep it broad as you breathe out. Feel that nice expansiveness in the chest, that length in the spine, and breathe right to the tops of the lungs. And then once you have the pose, then nice, even, soft breathing. And then breathe in and come up. And now we're going to do the other side. So take the block to the other side. Left foot straight, the block in line with the pinky toe. Bending both knees, take the left hand onto the block. Right hand onto the sacrum, looking down. And then just gently lift off that right foot to stabilize the left hand and the left foot pressing into the floor. Once you have the nice stability in that, lift the right leg, lift the right arm. There we go. Okay, now press the left foot. Draw that left leg into the hip, right leg into the hip. Lengthen the spine, broaden the chest. Keep it broad as you breathe out. Feel the arms and legs drawing away from the spine. And then nice, even breathing. And once you've expanded with the breath, then afterwards, even breathing as you hold the pose. And then breathe in and come up. Just walk the feet. Take a nice deep breath in and out. There we go. And now we're going to use the chair. Any chair will do. Nice straight back chair. We're going to sit sideways in the chair with the armrest on the right hand side. So just sitting nice and upright, both sitting bones rooted into the chair, lengthen into the crown. Again, breathing in, draw the breath down, expand from the top, keeping the bottom ribs contained, expand right into the tops of the lungs. Drop the shoulders. And when you breathe out, keep that nice expansion. Now feel the spine between the two sitting bones. There's a line going through the two sitting bones right through to the crown. Want to be aware of that line as we now gently turn towards the backrest, keeping that line vertical. Now breathing in, broaden the chest. Breathe out fully, and then twist more to the right. Again, breathing in, draw the breath down, keep the bottom ribs contained, expand the chest. Use the twist is now constricting the lungs. We want to use the breath now to expand the inside fascia of the lungs. Breathe out, And then take up that slack by twisting more, keeping that back straight. Breathe in, expand the lungs, right to the tops of the lungs. Breathe out, and then twist. And one last time, breathe in, expand, breathe out, and then twist. Now, once you've reached your final point, then come to nice, even breathing, holding the pose. Look over your right shoulder. Keep that spine nice and vertical. And then release. You can just roll the shoulders, take a nice deep breath in and out. And we turn to the other side now. First of all, rooting those sitting bones, lengthening into the crown. Feel that line going straight up, vertical. And then gently just turn towards the left now. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Then breathing in, lengthen, expand, breathe right to the tops of the lungs. Breathe out, and then take up the slack with a twist. Breathe in, use the breath to expand that inside of the chest. Breathe out, and then twist. Use the shoulder blades on the back ribs to keep that chest nice and expanded. Keep that line vertical of the spine, that imaginary line. And then once you've come to that place where you know that's the end for today, I mean, don't overdo it, then go to soft, even breathing. Allow the body now to calm down in that position. And just bring the breath to softness, to delicateness. Just breathe in and out and hold. Still feeling that expansiveness that we've created with that deep breathing. And then release. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Okie dokie. And now to bring this all together, we're going to do the triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. And for this, we're going to also use a block. And then standing in the middle of the mat, just take the feet wide. You don't have to go too wide, but go a little bit wider, but not to overextend. In the standing position, we're going to draw first the feet down, draw the outer hips in. Feel that nice firmness coming into those outer hips. Find the length in the spine, and then lift the arms and stretch to the fingers. Again, the drawing out of the arms is helping expand the chest, lengthen the spine. Drop the shoulders, don't let them creep up. And then we're going to just turn the right foot 90 degrees to the right, turn the left foot in. Now the hip will have displaced slightly. So now we're pressing the feet, drawing the outer hips in. Again, bring that hip to be in line with the front edge of the mat. Pressing the feet, stretching to the fingers. Find that expansion. Feel that spine lengthen. Now we want to maintain that length now. When we breathe out, keep that length and just keep stretching to the fingers and bend in the sideways, but also lengthen especially the right-hand side. Take the right hand either onto your shin or the block. Now we're going to, again, press the feet, draw the outer hips in, and we've got to draw that right outer hip forward and the left outer hip slightly back, but the hips still draw together, and then we lengthen the spine on that in-breath. Breathe right to the top of the lungs. Expand the chest by drawing the right hand into the block or the shin, but lifting the right shoulder and reaching up into the left fingertips. Breathe out fully. Then twist the bottom ribs forward, top ribs back, and look up at the top hand. Now, to increase the firmness in the hips, we're going to keep the feet where they are, but try to draw them away from each other as you breathe in. Lengthen the spine, broaden the chest, breathe out, and then twist the bottom ribs forward, top ribs back. Still want to keep that nice straight line with the spine. Breathe in, breathe out, and twist. Keep drawing those feet away from each other, drawing the outer hips together. And then breathe in, come up, turn the feet forward, bring the feet together and the arms down. And then just loosen the arms. So I forgot to say, once you've filled that expansion, you've used the breath to expand the pose, then go to easy breathing afterwards. I forgot that out. Let's just do a short one again. So having the legs wide, spread the arms, breathe in, draw the feet down, spread to the fingertips, spread the feet without moving them, breathe out, come down. Again, breathe in, lengthen the spine, compress the hips, expand right into the tops of the lungs, breathe out, and then twist. And then once you've found that, we go to even breathing. Soften the breath, come to quietness, hold the pose, and use the minimum amount of effort to maintain the pose. And then breathe in, come up, bring the feet together and the arms down. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Now going to go to the left-hand side. So first step the feet wide, lift the arms up. Pressing the feet, draw those outer hips in, draw the feet vertically down. Spread the arms, stretch to the fingers. Again, the bottom ribs contained, breathe right to the tops of the lungs. And use the fingers now to spread to widen the chest outwards. Then turn the left foot 90 degrees to the left, turn the right foot in. Again, those feet anchored, but you're trying to spread them away from each other, drawing the outer hips in. Keep the hips forward. Spread to the fingers. Breathe out. Keep that length as you also lengthen the left side ribs. Bring that hand down. Again, pressing the feet, breathing in, drawing the outer hips in, lengthen the spine, breathe right to the tops of the lungs. Spread the arms, expand the chest. Breathe out, and then twist the bottom ribs forward, top ribs back, look up at the top hand. Keep the feet active by trying to spread them apart. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, and twist. Breathe in, breathe out, and twist. Okie dokie, then come up, turn the feet forward, bring the feet together and arms down. So we normally go into even breathing, but just keeping it equal for now. So again, coming back into the feet forward, this feet spread, arms up. Press the feet, draw the outer hips in, spread the arms. Expand the chest, drop the shoulders, look straight ahead. Turn the left foot 90 degrees to the left, right foot in. Again, pressing the feet. Expand the chest, breathe out. Keep that extension as you bring the left hand down, right arm up. Again, compress the hips, press the feet, breathe in. Expand the chest. Breathe out, then twist. Bottom ribs forward, top ribs back. Keep that lengthening in the arms. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, twist. Breathe in, breathe out, twist. And now, once you've found your maximum, bring the body to quietness. Breathe nice and softly and evenly. Hold the pose. Relax into the pose. Efficient breathing. Don't collapse the chest on the out-breath. And then breathe in, come up. Turn the feet forward. Bring the feet together. And the arms down. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And there we go. That was just for today. I hope that's a deepening into the triangle pose. And we're going to end off in the corpse pose. But we're going to do, again, the supported corpse pose. So a lengthways bolster. I've got 2 blocks and a head support. Coming to sit in front of the bolster. Have the feet in front of you. And then take the forearms around the knees. Gently pressurize the feet. Lift the spine up, drop the shoulders, draw the chest forward through the arms. Let's take a few breaths here. Then take the hands behind. Again, pressing the hands, pressing the feet, lengthen the spine up. Keep the chest nice and expanded. And then slowly bend the elbows, lengthen the spine over the bolster as you come down onto your support. Get the hips and shoulders level, nicely placed, evenly placed. The back of the head on that center of that back skull bone. And then take the arms on either side, roll them outwards. Let the backs of the hands rest on the floor. Gently traction the arms by just moving the elbows slightly away from the shoulders. And then straighten one leg at a time into the supported corpse pose. Let the eyes gaze towards your chest. And you can even now close the eyes, but keep the gaze of the closed eyes towards the chest. Again, the breath goes down to the base of the spine. The bottom ribs contain, the rest of the chest expands. We breathe right to the tops of the lungs. At the very top of that in-breath, the chest moves towards the throat, the chin towards the chest, the throat dropping down. Feel that weight of the throat. Drop the eyes down. The brain, drop it down to the back of the head. Feel the weight of the shoulder blades in the support. Keep that expansion in the chest as you now quieten the body down. Go back to even soft breathing. And now completely relax the abdomen. And then release all the muscles in the arms and the legs. Let the weight of the limbs drop to the floor. And come to nice, even breathing. Just fully let go. Give yourself over to your relaxation. We'll just spend a few moments in silence in the corpse pose. Then gently become aware of your surroundings. Gently twiddle the fingers and the toes. And then bend the knees one at a time. Take the right hand over the head and then just gently roll off the support onto your right arm, resting the head on the right upper arm. Gently open the eyes, but keep the eyes soft. And then straighten the left leg, push yourself up with the left hand, keep your head down as you come to a nice, erect, seated position. And there we go. That's the end. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully that brings a little bit of depth into your triangle pose. And with that, we'll say cheers and see you in the next one.